Good morning. We're making a zine. It's Sunday. We're making a zine. Actually, we're going to make a game today. So, one of the things that I love on the itch.io website is that they host jams. And a game jam is a theme, a set amount of time. It's a start date, an end date, a deadline. Usually, there's some kind of parameter, some kind of restraint, like it has to be using this kind of game engine. It has to be using these assets. It has to be only using photographs or only written in French, right? Some kind of restraint. So it gives you a goal. It gives you something to aim for, which is what I love about it, is because it gives me something to do. They make those choices for me. God, my audio always sounds so tinny in my ears, I mean. And then I watch it later and it's fine. Anyway, comment if the audio is terrible and I will fix it. So today we're going to make a game for the Queer Joy Game Jam. The deadline is, let's scroll down, July 18. So we got time. I mean, I'm going to finish today, but if this sounds interesting to you, you have time. You have time to make something. I like this because here's the main reason why I'm doing this one is that Pride Month in the United States is June because of Stonewall. It's the anniversary of the Stonewall raid and riot, subsequent riot and protests. But the thing is, in Vancouver, our Pride is August. So we don't do Pride in June. You will still see some rainbows because, we're just Canada takes too much from the United States to not adopt that also. I mean, we do Black Friday sales here, if you can believe that. We do Black Friday sales and we don't have Black Friday. Like, it's not a day off for us. That's not our Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving's in October. So some people celebrate Pride during June, but the Pride parade and the big festivities, like the week-long thing, that's all in August. Because, and actually, I looked this up, but it was on my phone. So let's look at Wikipedia, uh, Vancouver Pride. Here we go. It's a amazing picture of our prime minister right there, and Vancouver's then mayor. So here's the history. It started with the Gay Alliance Towards Equality group in 1973, which is just a little bit after Stonewall 69, right? But they did a big celebration in Sepperley Park, which is in Stanley Park, in August 73. So August 78 was the first Pride Parade. So because it was going from a different tradition, it wasn't celebrating Stonewall, it was celebrating this Gay Alliance Towards Equality group. So we've always done it in August. So this July month, we are kind of bridging the two. We're bridging the American Pride in June and the Vancouver Pride in August. So I have this idea. I was thinking the other day about what should I make for this jam? What kind of game would be fun? And then of course I was thinking about Pride coming in August. And I have not been to the Pride Parade in a very, very long time for one very specific reason. And it wasn't the pandemic, it was before that. They refused to stop inviting the cops. Cops are in the parade every, am I allowed to say damn on the stream? Every goddamn year. And I was just sick of it. I was sick of all of the pandering to the government people, to the politicians, like you saw on that Wikipedia page. You know, Justin Trudeau, right there, that's who we're celebrating for Pride. Some incredibly rich, cis, straight white dude. And they refuse to stop catering to every government organization, every corporation. They refuse to stop inviting the cops. And I just said, I don't need this. I don't need to do this anymore. Um, it's a long, hot day. August is always the hottest month where I live. So it's always really hot. It's in an area of town with basically no shade. So you're just standing there. And it is the biggest parade in Canada. No, wait. Hmm. It's the biggest parade in Western Canada. Toronto might actually be bigger, but I would not be surprised if Vancouver was the biggest in Canada. And it's long. It's a really goddamn long day to celebrate a bunch of corporations paying to be in the parade. It's just it didn't feel good anymore. It did not spark queer joy going to the Pride Parade anymore. So I stopped. I stopped going. And in past years, so during the pandemic, everyone remembers there was the huge racial uprising where a lot of white people finally realized that they needed to be anti-racist. And there were all those protests. And one of the big things was even more pressure. There's a Black Lives Matter chapter here in Vancouver, and they put a ton of pressure on Pride to stop inviting the cops, and they didn't. Still did not. And then just last year or the year before, it was a huge scandal. It was a huge scandal of uh, like the politics of the organization and corruption and money, and I can't even remember all that it was. And it really felt like, ooh, wow, I got out of there early. Got out of there just in time. So here's my idea. My idea is that I scrolled up so we had something nice to look at while I'm sitting here blabbering. My gosh, 8 minutes into the stream and I just keep talking. I was thinking, let's make a game, a collaborative game, which is what I love. I'll let's look at so one of my favorite things that I've ever made is called the Golden Record. Here it is. It's a storytelling card game. So it is a collaborative game where people come together, a little group, and you decide what's going to go on the next golden record that we send out into space. Because this was designed in 2017. That was the 40th anniversary of Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, which sent out all this information, and it's still out there. It's still out there. It's still going. I think Voyager 2 is the furthest. I have to double check that. So this is a card game where everyone comes together to put something into the pot and decide what can we say about humanity since 1977 that we want people to know about. So like back in 1977, uh, We hadn't seen Return of the Jedi yet. I mean, maybe, probably Star Wars had been out, right? September? Feels like Star Wars was a summer movie. It was before I was born, so I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact I don't remember the exact month it was released. Let's see. So it says Voyager 1 crossed the heliopause and entered interstellar space on August 25th, 2012, making it the first spacecraft to do so. So I think it's right. I think it is the man-made. Oh, there it is. At a distance of 163 point AU, which I'm guessing is astronomical unit, from Earth as of July 2024, it is the most distant human-made object from Earth. So it is out there telling the rest of the world who we are. So my game was about deciding, what else do we want to tell the world? What do we need to tell them now that we couldn't tell them in 1977 because it didn't exist yet, right? Like, the rest of the universe needs to hear Kate Bush. They need to hear Hounds of Love running up that hill. Like, how are they living without running up that hill? You know? They need to hear Graceland. Um, they need to see, the West Wing. So, trying to decide what little pieces of ourselves do we want to tell the universe about since 1977. So my idea for today is to do something similar, that similar kind of mechanic of that collaborative storytelling game where we work together to build something. And I haven't decided exactly. That one, I did cards. So the mechanic was, you create little blank pieces of paper and then everyone puts them into a pot. And then when you launch, there's like a launch card that says, okay, that's it, we have to go. And then everyone tells the story of their cards. And there's like storytelling all throughout it as well. So, like, you tell the story as you're putting it in, and then you see all of it together. And so, my idea is, because this is related to me hating corporate pride, rainbow capitalism, as we say, how can we build a better pride parade? That's my idea. So, coming together to, if we were to start now, if pride didn't exist before today, what would we do to celebrate? What would we want? And obviously this is the queer joy jam. So I'm focusing on the joy, right? Focusing on all the good stuff. So we are going to open up Pages. And I think, yep, there's my if you've been following the rest of my videos, and go ahead, and if you just drop it in because you saw me live, hit that thumbs up button. I would love that. Make a comment down below. Love to hear from you. And I want your input too. What do we need for this Pride Parade, right? I would love to hear from some viewers. Even if you're not watching this live, if you're watching the replay, still comment. You can keep adding to this zine. This is a living document. Oh, that's what I love about making digital stuff, is that you can just keep updating it. So if you are subscribed, did I say subscribe? I don't remember. If you are subscribed and you've been watching my zine reading videos, this is a sneak peek of next week. So next Tuesday's video is going to be about Hot Mash Summer. I made this zine back on one of these streams. I think this was one of the what does that say? Sunday Zine 5. So this was the fifth zine that I made live on a stream back in 2022. So I'm reading this one on video for next Tuesday. So I had it open because I was trying to see if I could find the source of this chart here. I could not. I have no idea where I got it from. It's like you got to keep better records of this stuff, people. I couldn't even find the original. I had to do so for my video. I wanted to do like a blow up. I wanted to put this chart, this precipitous climb, as I call it. I wanted to put it on the screen. I had to take a screenshot of this so that I could put it on the screen because I didn't have the original graphic. Anyway, my God, I love streaming because I love rambling. I just love, I'm a teacher, so this is what I do regularly. Students ask me a question and I can just chat. I can chat for the rest of the class. I will chat for the rest of the class. Okay, we are going to close this and we are going to open a brand new document. So the thing is that I usually do the mini zine. Oh, interesting. Oh, it doesn't. Mm, uh-oh. Sorry, I gotta fix the properties here. There we go. I forgot what to click on in OBS. Ooh, why is it like that? Sorry, just forgive me. We'll just fix these screens again for you. Everything looks good again. I got all ready before the stream and then OBS kind of, I guess because I closed the document and opened a new document, that counts as a new window according to OBS. Okay, so first things first, remember, we always save. So we're going to call this, today's date is 24/07/14, and we're going to call it Queer Joy. And next thing I'm going to do is get rid of these borders. The borders are only there for you for the template. And then once you get used to it, you'll know what to do. I think I gotta like deselect. I can't get out of the I can't get out of this select all. Do we not? Oh, there we go. Deselect all. So I was thinking about how do we want to fit this into a mini zine format? Also, another thing that I did, actually, I don't even have that. I don't have that screen set up in OBS. I forgot to do that. Let's see if I can do that. Um, I wonder how badly is this going to? Oh no, you lost me. Yeah, no, I can't. I can't do that on the stream. That's just gonna be a blank space. We don't want that. I opened up. Oh wait, I don't know why that was so small. This is the real stuff, folks. This is what streaming really looks like. I opened up photos. I opened up my photos library. That's what I was trying to open there for you. Sorry, no, I didn't explain that. I opened up my photos library to go back and see if I could find the last Pride Parade that I'd taken photos of. And I don't know if it's the last one that I went to, but I did find my 2010 photos 14 years ago. Oh my God, that's so long ago. So long ago. I took a ton of photos. I think 20, no, 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 no. I got my Canon earlier than that. But it was before I got my iPhone though. Oh wow, yeah. It's before I got my iPhone. Anyway, I was thinking that I might use one of my photos in my zine rather than relying on the internet. So here we go. Let's do let's do a title page first. So, and and finally, if you remember last week, if you were here last week, we did a Wikipedia themed zine. And so because of that, I wanted to use the Wikipedia font. And the Wikipedia font is just the default font. So I used Arial, which if you know anything about typography, you know the story behind Arial is that it's the default Microsoft Windows font. And they had it designed to be a copy of Helvetica because they wanted Helvetica, but they wanted to own Helvetica. So they just created their own and they called it Arial. I am thinking about something a little bit fun, something a little bit more than my regular. I actually have, oh, I don't have it loaded in here for some reason. There is a font that is called, it's named after Gilbert Baker. And Gilbert Baker is the artist who designed the original rainbow flag. Um, let's look on the internet. See if we can find this. I'm wondering if it's Gilbert Baker Helvetica, or is it just, let's just do Gilbert Baker font. See what we find. Gilbert. Yeah, look at that. Oh, so it's created by Ogilvy. Oh, it says website expired. Oh, that is too funny. Okay, let's see. I didn't want to go to Adobe Fonts because I don't know if I can use this. But you can see one of the, oh, it's not showing it. That's very weird, huh? One of the whole points of this font is that it's in rainbow colors, and they're just not showing it. That's so weird, huh? Let's see if we can find it. I mean, here you can see some examples there. Okay, maybe it's on DaFont. Can we? Do I want to press this download button? Quick poll in the chat. Should I press this download button? I think it's going to make me log in. I think it's going to make me log in if I do this. No? Oh, I think that worked. But like, to be honest, I don't know if I want to go through the hassle of adding it. How do I do that again? Always forget. Okay, no, it's in the system settings, right? My apologies that I can't really show you this. So you have this lovely Queer Joy Jam banner to look at while I am doing this as quickly as I can. Font library. No. I thought that's where it was. No, I don't want captions. Is it not in? I thought it was. I thought it was in system settings. This is becoming much more of a big deal than I thought it would. Maybe we can add it in pages settings. No, that's only rulers and autocorrect. There is not a lot of settings for pages. Wow. Have you ever noticed that? Weird. Font book. Font book. That's what it's called. I knew it was an app. Okay. I thought it was in system settings. It is not. It is called Font Book. You can open it and then just drag and drop, right? It's going to be worth it, folks. I swear. Drag and drop. And, ooh, there's a Braille font. That's very cool. Okay. And then maybe might need to reload pages. So while you're still looking at the game jam, we're going to reopen pages. We're going to look at text. And it is not there. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? This is. I don't know why. I don't know why, folks. I apologize for this diversion. Yeah, it's there. So I have to like click a button and tell it, yes, please. Please come in pages. I have to add it to pages. No. Is it? It's not in settings. We know it's not in settings. We already figured that out. Maybe I need to, okay, let's do this. I need to quit and restart, right? That's always what you got to do. Quit and restart. That is the solution to all of your problems. Here we go. And if it's not this time, then we'll just move on. I'm okay with just moving on, but I really hope this fixes it. It did not. Well, that was disappointing. That was a very disappointing diversion. But now we're going to go back to pages here. And we're going to figure out. Yeah, there we go. You were in the wrong pages window. That was almost catastrophic. That almost could have been I was just working away, and you were not seeing a thing. Anyway, while I was looking in the G's, I saw this font called Graphique, and so we're gonna try that one out. See what that looks like. Oh, it does not need to be 100. Yeah, that's way too big. Let's just do 30 for now, and we'll figure out what that looks like. We're gonna call this, actually not gonna call it Queer Joy Jam, because that would be very silly. It is a game without a title right now. Something about, first thing that came to my head just now is A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf. That could be interesting. So let's say A Parade of One's Own. Uh, one's own. I do like that. Not sure I love this font though. I think I want something a little bit more round. I think I want, there is, I mean, Arial rounded could be fun. I'm pretty sure there is, no, Josephine is a little bit too, what's the round one? What's the round one? Solway, is that it? Ooh, yeah, I like that. I like that one. What do we think? Parade of One's Own. For now, um, definitely will put something. Oh, definitely will put something graphic on the front. But for now, I'm just going to put a little uh, collaborative what game? Kind of storytelling, but I don't know if that's exactly what I want to say. And make that however small it needs to be to fit. And we're going to do centered. Okay, so thinking I'm going to make this 200 just so you can see each. Oh, yeah, that's great. Each page is much, much bigger so you can see it. And that body didn't update. Okay, there we go. That's how we update it. No, come on. Body. Body. There we go. Title. Sorry, I'm just getting my defaults in here. Making sure that they propagate across the whole document. So first page is going to be intro. So this is where I'm really going to just write off the top of my head something, a lot of what I was rambling earlier. So something like maybe even do like actually tell that story of like I stopped attending my local pride parade after they refused to do I want to say stop inviting the cops or kick out the cops? Maybe ban the cops. Because then that kind of sounds like I'm talking about like cops at the event rather than in the parade. Stop inviting the cops. Um, Pride is a celebration. Oop, nope, got my finger on the wrong key. Of Pride is I'm like pulling out the big definitions here right at the top, huh? On top of the or in addition to. This is always the worst part of streaming is trying to write and knowing it's just not good enough. But that's why you got to do it, you know? That's why you have to just keep trying and 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 just let yourself uh write bad words. You got to write bad words. There's a sticker. That's a sticker that we should make. Add it to our list. I don't think we need to be as specific as Vancouver because I think this is true of many pride parades. Lots of pride parades have like cops marching, firefighters, bus drivers. There's always a TransLink bus. And what's hilarious is that the buses here in the Lower Mainland have computer displays, so they can change what each bus says, so they can have like a different stop number and explanation of where they're going. But then they also do a lot of other things. Like they'll do like whenever the Canucks or the BC Lions are in the or the Whitecaps. Although I don't think I've ever seen a Whitecaps one, but I don't think they've ever been in the playoffs. So, um, sorry, just gotta adjust my seat. It has now been 40 minutes sitting here, and I have I have one page and one partly written. Hopefully, it's not going to be too long. I don't want this to be a 2 hour one. The 2 hour ones really take it out on me. What was it? 2 weeks ago, we did a 2 hour stream, and I was in bed for like 4 hours afterwards. I was just white. I was so exhausted. It's I don't understand how those Twitch streamers do like 4 hour, 6 hour streams. I don't get it. One is like perfect for me. I think a 1 hour stream is that's what I want. That's what I like. And I like that challenge as well too. Maybe something like oh, mm, I'm kind of going back on this now, actually. It's not a zine. This is the thing. I don't want to write it like it's a zine. I want to make it like it's a game. I want to make it universal. This is why I didn't want to do the Vancouver thing. I want to do it so that it speaks to everyone. Everyone in that sense. Not literally everyone, right? You cannot make art for everyone. There's another bumper sticker. Uh, you make art for everyone and you will end up making art for no one. So we just want explanation here. I just want something about rainbow capitalism, corporate pride. I mean, we can still put the cops in there, but it's not going to be me. It's not going to be. I kind of, if I'm honest, I kind of hate the whole slogan that's come up of like, Pride was a riot. It's like, yeah, but that also takes away from like what Pride has become. Like, yes, it's a protest, but it's also that celebration as well, too. That's not to take away from the protest. The protest is still good, it's still necessary, which sucks, but it is still necessary. Let's do also, it's just such a cliche, right? Um, Pride was a riot. Yes. Yes. Oh my God, I can't type today. Whew. Jeez. Um, Here's the thing. Here's what I'm really thinking is that in order to set up this idea, the fact that we need a better Pride Parade, there's a good title as well, too. A better Pride Parade, kind of like better living through chemistry. In order to set that up, we need to talk about how much it sucks these days, though. I kind of feel like we need that at the beginning. Today, Pride is a, I don't want to say it's only about buying stuff, but it's definitely about buying stuff. Pride is about buying the rainbow. See, this is where I wish I had that font. If we can, if I can figure it out offline afterwards I am definitely going to do an update to this zine where we use the Gilbert Baker font. I mean, he would have wanted it. I'm going to put that right in here. Gilbert Baker wouldn't have wanted that, as in, it's only about buying the rainbow. We can make a better parade. In this game, players work together to design and kind of feel like this is a two-verb sentence. But I don't know if design is the first verb too. And create and design sound too similar to me. I'm going to put it in there, but I'm probably going to change it. Somebody remind me to change it, because I have discovered in past videos, I've done this where I put in a placeholder and then I said, okay, I'll come back to it, and I never come back to it. There was one where I was gonna go back and change all of the fonts, and I just never did. So that zine is all done in just regular old Helvetica, because I never went back and actually designed it. I was just so focused on the writing. Um, the Pride celebration. Oh, I did that again with the V. Celebration that we all deserve. You are going to see, I like create here. I think create is the better verb for this sentence. You are going to create queer joy for your community. I like that. I was going to say world, but I like community. So we're going to change this verb. Might just say design for now. And we're going to create queer joy for your community. Might just leave that there, just because I don't want to put instructions on the first page. I just want to put intro on the first page. So here we're going to do materials required, and we're going to make that the heading, and it's going to be just changing the font here. This font, by the way, is called Solway. We're going to, yes, okay. So again, I think we talked about the bullets last time. So let's do, I'm thinking about small, let's do paper cut into small squares. Okay. Then I'm going to change the bullet, And I want to change it to, you can, oh, here it is. Let me check. Can you see this? No, you can't see it. It is, I am in front of you. So let me move myself up. So you can see down here where it says bullets and lists, the very bottom, you can change it to an image and then you can pick what that image looks like. And I really want to do something like an asterisk, something that looks like a big flower. Oh, we could do a star. What do we think of a star? I like this one. I think that looks cool. Something like an asterisk, but even better than an asterisk. Okay. Um, Pens for each player. This, I do not want this to be centered. We're going to align left. And bowl or other vessel for collecting. Yeah, I'll just say bowl. Bowl for collecting papers. Oh, I should probably put a size on here, actually. I don't think small is good enough. Because small squares could mean anything, right? Um, what kind of size are we thinking? Like maybe 2 by 2? 2 by 2 squares? I want to say something like post-it notes could be a good post-it notes are a good size. And I don't think we need any other materials, right? I think we just need, you know what I do want to write here? So when I was doing another game jam, all of the games that I've ever designed have been for game jams. It's always been something I've really been interested in, but the like motivation and like I said before, having that idea to aim for, that restraint and that destination is what I really like about jams. So the last one I did, let's see if we can find internet. The last game that I designed is this one here. It's called Canteen. And it's like a journaling game. I designed it with like questions, prompts that you fill out. It's based on this game system. So this is called an SRD, a system reference document. And this is what a lot of um, game developers use as like, it's like a style guide, right? Like these are the ways that we do the thing. So the game Jam was based on this. Now, one of the things that I really liked was this safety. So it says here, safety is a general term for procedures that ensure players of a game are supported and comfortable during play. And I really like that, especially if, so in this one, because it was like a solo game, but it was still about really emotional stuff because it's about following a single object through time. And so that object sees people live and die and things fall away and you change and you move. So, like it says here, yeah, loneliness. Definitely loneliness, isolation, being that single object, the thing that survives while all the people disappear. So I like the idea of there's a weird little animation that's going on over here. There's like a little I guess it's kind of like prompting you to no, that's not a button. Oh, that's so weird. So I want to put this into our game here as well too. Because even though we're talking about queer joy, we are also talking about um, if I can get this intro written the way that I want to write it. Oh, you know what button I just hit there? I just hit Command B because I've been editing so many videos recently. Okay. Safety. I call it safety. If I call it safety, I'm just going to call this materials because I like that single word title together like that. Then this is a collaborative game with played with other people. Let's say that. Please respect each other's opinions. This is a storytelling game. Please allow others to speak without interruption, that works too. And, okay, I might run out of space here because I do want to say this game, yeah, I definitely don't have space. Do I need to do this on a whole other page? I don't know if I want to give over a whole page just to, okay, no, I think I do. I think I will. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I just hit paste and it pasted it as a text box. I don't want that. I want you to put it inside. The text box is already there for you. This game deals with, I was gonna say politics of identity, but I don't know if I want to say that. I don't know if I want to say identity politics. Um, matters of identity. I don't know if I want to say that. It's true though, right? I was going to say identity and politics, but I don't want to say specifically identity politics because that's not what I don't want to raise that specter, I guess is the way to say it. Uh, I just saved. Remember, every time you look up top and you notice it says edited, you gotta hit the save button. Do we just say politics maybe? This is, so if we're going with the structure of the last sentences, this is an adjective game. Do we say this is a political game? Um, Please ensure you play with people you trust, is what I'm trying to get at. I still don't know if political is the right word there. And I hate that, like, I'm overthinking this. It really sucks. Okay. Gameplay is the title here. We do gameplay or do we objective? I think we do objective. Yes. Okay. The purpose. What do we just say objective? Isn't that funny? Like you don't want to repeat the title, but the title is summing up the entire thing. And this game is to work together with your friends to create the pride parade that you want. By, or we have to put that in gameplay. Um, I always love in these kinds of games getting to choose the parameters for who goes first. I think that uh, in my golden record game, I think that I went with the last person that had been to the planetarium, something like that, I think. So, what do we do? I don't necessarily want to tie it specifically to the parade. Maybe do something like the person who is wearing the most colors. Let's do that. Person who is wearing the most color, the most colorful outfit, let's say. Let's do that. So we have 2 pages left because the last page is always like my credits page. And we also want to maybe get some pictures in here. Maybe. It's definitely got to be something more than just words, right? So, this game was designed. Do we say designed and written, or does designed work? Designed by Jess Driscoll. It was created in Apple Pages on a live YouTube stream on Sunday, July 14th, 2024. This game is an entry in the Queer Joy Game Jam, hosted by, let's put a comma there. We are going to find the link for that. No, history. Where did my link go? It's interesting. Okay, here we go. Where I am so lost right now. I can't find anything in my windows. I have too many windows open. All right, hosted by the International Game Development Association, IGDA. Hosted by the IGDA, and they call themselves group. Oh, let's put the URL into parentheses. Oh, I always forget when I copy something and then leave it on the clipboard for a while before I get back to it, and then accidentally copy something else in the meantime. Okay, now I really hate how that looks centered. So we're gonna try justified. I just love justified text. I don't know exactly why, but it's just, I think it's just my love of like symmetrical things. It just looks so nice with those nice long edges rather than the ragged edge. The text is set in Solway. The Do I want to put something about? I think I'm just gonna put a link to my stuff. The This zine can be downloaded at, and then I'm gonna find my URL. There we go. I'm just gonna make that underlined. Okay, that is one thing down. Now, find some windows. Here we go. I clicked over into OBS, and for a second I was like, "Oh my God, was I in Pages or was I in Internet?" Because I didn't remember what OBS was streaming at that moment. I didn't remember which window you were looking at. Thank God you were looking at the window I was in. So now I'm gonna zoom out so you can see. You can see the whole thing. So yeah, incredibly plain. We need to do something here. Instead of just, I think instead of gameplay, we're gonna start with uh, game. How about before? Before before you play. Because I think we need like a little preparation. Or do we put that in materials? Maybe we put that in this page. Like a little explanation of what everything is for. But also you kind of want to, yeah, okay. Players need a pen and let's say at least 10 pieces of paper. Gather in a circle and place the bowl in the center, right? Okay. Then, so also this body text has been centered just because it was, I was centering it for that tagline, and I think we want it to be justified like everything else. This, oh, didn't want to do that. That is right, and we want this to be justified. Okay, that works. Oh, but those margins are bad. These margin, why do these margins look so bad? This is not going to print correctly. What's going on here? We need, no. Where is that? Oh, it's this, isn't it? No. Where do I find that spacing? Is that layout? Yes, okay, layout. Left, yeah, and right. Yes. Okay. That, interestingly enough, that did not update for everyone. Yeah, see, you need this margin on the left and the right side so that when it prints, there's a margin where the pages fold. You cannot, and especially these edges, this far right edge and this far left edge cannot print right next to the line, the edge of the paper, because it just won't print. It just won't print properly if it's next to the edge of the paper. Okay, we're gonna do this. There we go. And then I'm gonna take that and turn it into heading. And this, and turn it into heading. That's way easier. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Body, heading, body, heading. I feel like this got lost in the template. because this used to be the whole point of the template was that the margins were already in there. I might need to go in and double check that my template is templating correctly. Like, what the heck? This is not what you're supposed to look like. So let's go title. See, title. So that margin is okay because it's centered text. That's fine. And heading. No, I don't want that to be heading. I want that to be body, but smaller. Yeah. Okay. Now we're good. We're not good. This is body. Okay. This is body. Okay. So now, yes, now we have, you can see where that cursor is. It's giving you that margin from the edge of the paper. That is good. Definitely save after that because that was a lot of little fiddly stuff that I don't like doing because I already did it. This is the whole point of the template. Now we're going to do gameplay. And that gameplay is going to be heading. Okay. On each turn, a player writes what are we going to call the ideas, though? Ideas, parameters, requirements, features, characteristics, writes one feature of one feature they want for pride. They want to be a part of the pride celebration. We're gonna call it celebration because they don't want to limit it to just the parade. So maybe we call it a pride of one's own. Um, in my golden record game, I included a page that was just a list of like my ideas, like to give you examples, but I don't think I have space for that in this one. I wonder if I can, because this materials page is so short that it really sucks that I can't combine it with safety. But what if I could combine it with, uh, what if I could just combine it into the before you play page? Like just, but I like having it separate so that people can have like an actual list to look at. Thinking about like safety, also thinking about accessibility of making this very simple plain language so that everyone can understand. Lots of headings so that if you forget something, you know exactly where to go and look. What if I take the objective and put that on the intro page? I can make this intro shorter, definitely. So we're going to do a little moving around here. See if I can't get myself an extra page out of it. So I'm going to take the objective out And we're going to add it to this first page at the bottom. See, that's not actually that close. I think I can just like delete one sentence and get that out of there. And then this way I can take materials and add it here. Yeah, we still want that space though. I think that works. Maybe do just a little bit less space here. Yeah. I still want space, but not huge giant space. Safety can stay the same. And then now we're going to actually like move these pages. So I'm going to take this, move this one over, move this one over. I love these guidelines and the way it snaps to the guidelines. Oof, chef's kiss. And then we're going to take the gameplay text and move it here. Nope, I just did that exact same thing again. You got to click in. There we go. And then this way, this can be my examples page. And then we just got to do a little editing here. So maybe take the Gilbert Baker line out. And then in this game, players work together to create queer joy for the community. And we're gonna change this one to the same spacing, just so it looks the same. Yes. Here's the question. Do I want to move the title here? Because this paragraph is kind of also objective. Could do that. Except now, now the spacing is a little bit off. No, is that correct spacing? Okay, maybe that's right. Maybe we can get that Gilbert Baker sentence back in here. No, wouldn't have wanted this. Yeah, I think that fits. And here, I did fix that, right? That is, yeah, that's 0. Okay. Okay. Because I still kind of want a page, like this page here, I want to be like the ending of the game. So like how to start the game, how to end the game. You need both. You got, it's like you know, it's like opening up a portal. You can't just open it. You got to close it too. So this heading's going to be how to, okay, everything else is capitals. So let's do capitals here. How to end the game. Oh, it does fit. Awesome. I was really hoping that it would fit across and I wouldn't have to change the size there. Okay. Still not sure about this word feature though. And also, we just don't have any space for pictures, do we? Maybe we can put a picture on the front. Maybe we just put a rainbow. Do we have a rainbow? No, we have rain, but no rainbow. We have flag. We have a checkered flag. And we have golf flag and a pennant flag, but no striped flag. Well, that's disappointing. You would think that they could do a rainbow. I could do an emoji. It's a little bit lazy to do an emoji. I do agree. I am going to take a second to look at my pictures and see if I can just find one really good graphic one, like just one that looks really graphical and good. Oh man, I wish that dog was wearing a rainbow. That would be perfect. Um, I know that you can't see this. I apologize. I'm sorry, but I cannot uh fix that while I'm on the stream. Yeah, I don't really have anything good here. I kind of thought these would be the best pictures, but they're not. But I mean, that's the thing about taking pictures of a parade, right? Yeah, I don't really have like one good rainbow picture. Oh, maybe this one. Okay, here we go. That's a pretty good one. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna drag this over, and I think it's gonna be giant. So get ready. Get ready for when I drag this in. Let's see what it looks like. Boom! Oh, I could do like make it. Oh, that's smaller. I thought that was like opaqueness. Okay, interesting. Oh, what happened? It cut it off there. That's weird. Didn't want to do that. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay. I think we're going to do add with media with the button at the top. No, we don't have a library. Okay. Let's try dragging it here. Is that going to work? Okay, here we go. So now it is on top of everything. That works. We're going to put this, we need to turn it around. And then, yeah, okay, arrange. And I gotta flip it. Flip it that way, flip it this way. And send it backwards all the way to the back. And then I'm going to make it opaque so that you can see. Oh, Now we gotta move this. We gotta move this out of the way so I can fix this photo because the photo is all the way on the back layer. So there we go. Okay, so I want it to be hitting that middle line. Is that the middle line? Yeah. It is. Oh. No, it's not quite the middle line. Okay. There we go. That's it. And then, no, wrong text box. All right. And then I think maybe this text in white would look good. What do we think? This in right. Here we go. That's it. It's not bad. It's not bad. The tagline doesn't look great where it is though. Might um I think I want to keep the title where it is, but I want to move the tagline down. Yeah, I was going to move the whole text down. I don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is change it to top aligned, and this is going to be, ooh, wow, that was, oh, I hit the delete button, not the enter button. That was funny. Okay, so then that can go there, and then this one, yeah, that's just gonna do that. And then this one can go there. Yeah, one more is too many. I kind of want to get it like just one more down below. I'm gonna go with that for now. I'm gonna go with that for now. And we're gonna save. Okay, save. This is not that bad. I think that looks better than I thought it was gonna be. It's not like perfect. It's not exactly what I wish it was. I wish I had some better photos. Were just a little bit more like what I should probably do is crop that photo, get rid of all that road on the bottom of it. But there's just not that much headroom too. And like I love that the flag is right at the top there. I do love that part of it. Okay, so we're gonna say on each turn, a player writes one feature they want to be a part of the, should we say new? The new Pride celebration. They write that feature on a piece of paper and add it to the bowl in the center of the table, in the center of the group, let's say. You're not necessarily playing on a table. Here is what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking, how much story do we tell when we put it in? How much story do we tell in the end game? because I like having an end game session, I suppose, where, oh, you know what the end game session could be? It could be like the when you go to like have lunch afterwards or something, and then you all talk about it. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. So for my golden record game, I the way that you triggered the end game was with the launch card. And so the way that the game worked is that everyone wrote things and put it all in first without anyone knowing what it was. So there was no turn taking, it was just putting it in. Kind of like you do with like charades, right? Where you build the pot first and then the game is taking from the pot. And so the mechanic was that each person would take something, they would talk about it, tell the story of it, and then add it to the record. But then there would be one card in the bowl that said launch, and that was the end of the game. There was no more room to put on the record. The probe had to be launched. This one, I'm kind of thinking about it in the opposite direction, where the main storytelling feature is the creation. So you go around, as I say, on each turn, you add and you tell the story. And then people can add to that. Ooh, and people can add to that story on their turn. Oh, the next player um, can add, no, can uh, create. Is that, no, I don't think that's the right verb. Can write their own maybe let's just say general. The general rule is that players are encouraged to build and add, build on and add to previous features. Is features the right word? I don't know. So then what is the end game? Do we, instead of saying at least 10 pieces of paper, we say only 10 pieces of paper? You only get to add 10 things. And then is 10 too many? Depending on how many players you have, right? Yeah, okay. I think this is it. I think that, oh, look at that body text. That's not the right margin. That's not the right margin. Okay, why is this not the right margin? Body, see, now it is the right margin. So annoying. So in the end game, the game ends. Do we just call this end game? That could work, right? The game ends when every player has used all their pieces of paper. See, if I could just say cards, it would be so much better, you know? Let's say and a set number of pieces of paper that determines the length of the game. So what we can do is we can actually take this sentence and put this in gameplay, because that also work. That is gameplay. Okay, we're going to move end game and examples because I think it's more important for end game to be uh, up front rather than at the end so that people can read the whole thing and understand the whole game. Um, the game ends when every player has used all their pieces of paper. Um, during what is it? The end stage? What do we call it? During the last round? No, because then that sounds like the round that is the last before the end of the game. As a group, as a group, each player takes a paper from the bowl and continues to tell the story. In what way, though? I think I need a verb in here about telling the story as well, too. I don't think I want the verb explain, but something similar to that, something like that. Write that feature on a piece of paper. No, we don't need a comma. Or we don't need a space and then a comma. We need a comma, then a space. I write that feature on a piece of paper. Describe it for the group. And add it to the board. Players are encouraged on their turns to build on and add to previous features. Okay. No new features may be added during the end game. But trying to think of the word I want other than additions, because addition sounds like you're adding, but what I'm saying is you can maybe augment. Is augment the word? It's a weird word though. Something like augment though. Maybe remixes. Elaborations? Oh, elaborations works. Yeah. Elaborations and critiques can be offered. Then I want to say something like, man, I just looked down, my eyes caught this word political again, and I still don't like it. I mean, it's true, but I hate using that word. Mm. Man, I kind of hate this writing now too. I'm looking at this intro and I kind of hate it. It's a little bit disjointed. Man. And they say the first Pride was a riot. Let's say that. I think that's a little bit better. I think I'm taking Gilbert Baker out of it. I love you, Gilbert, but it's not at all about you. So we're going to take this sentence. We can make a better parade, and we're going to add it here. In this game, players work together to create queer joy for our community. I think I'm going to switch the objects of these sentences. And both of them say work together. Oof. We got to fix that too. Okay. We have two twos together. That might have been an editing mistake though. So we're going to take this one and put it here, and take this one and put it here. But let's just use create as the verb then. That works. Okay, I like that a lot better. Maybe we say, maybe we just say, please ensure you play with people you trust. I don't want to say it's sensitive. It's not. It's not inherently sensitive. Talking about being queer. This is a game. Please ensure you play with people you trust. It would be funny if I just left it like that, wouldn't it? Let's do the examples. Examples is going to be easy. Yeah, look at that. The body does not correctly. Okay, now it does correctly put the margins. What's up with that? Weird. I'm just going to copy and paste this so that I can get that bullet easily. So examples. What do we want at our Pride Parade? We want I'm gonna say milkshakes. dogs wearing costumes. We want, I filled my water bottle and I have not taken a drink all day. That was not very smart, was it? I am going to just add the photo credit in here, just so people know that it's my photo. The cover photo was taken by Jess Driscoll in August 2010. My gosh. This zine was created in Apple Pages. All right, what else do we want at our parade? We want music with a beat you can dance to. We want free stuff. Always want free stuff at a parade. We want all our friends, even the ones who live far away. We want accessible bathrooms. I think I can get 2 more in here, maybe 3. We want sunshine that doesn't burn. We want if I called this cards instead of pieces of paper, it would just be so much better. Then I could say example cards. I think I'll just say example features. We want batteries that never die. Ooh, maybe free parking. And free transit. Ooh, that's gonna go to the next line. Darn it. How do I make it not go to the next line? Can I do that? Yeah, perfect. I really like that margin better at the bottom. I think that's a lot better space. Well, I'm still zoomed out. I never zoomed back in for you. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'll zoom in so you can read that a little bit better. I know it's upside down, but at least it's bigger now. Okay, perfect. I like that. I want like one more sentence here about the end game. In my golden record game, I said that you can collect the cards and use them in your next game. And I kind of feel like I want something like that, but not exactly like that, because I don't think that's what we want, to just reuse the same ideas over and over again. I think the whole point is to play it and to come up with new ideas, more ideas. But I like the idea of distributing the cards. I think that was also part of my golden record game where everyone took like their favorite card. At the end, each player can choose their favorite feature and take that paper home. Take that paper with them, let's say. Okay, and that filled up the page nicely. So we're going to come back to the safety. This is a game. This is, do we say personal maybe? This is a personal game. Maybe that's just the word I'm looking for. Please respect each other's opinions. Please. I do hate a little bit how much please respect other people's opinions sounds like there are right people on both sides, because there are absolutely not right people on both sides. But please listen. Please listen to each other. Please listen with an open mind. Do I want to add that? Please allow others. Oh, we don't need that apostrophe. Oh my gosh. I almost left in a possessive apostrophe for a plural. That's really bad. But we caught it. We caught it in time, folks. We're good. Okay. One more thing that I want to change or think about, consider, is the word feature. Because I'm not crazy about it. I don't love it. But I think that it's more correct than object, because it's not about objects, it's not about physical things. It's about concept as well. Do I have any abstract, like sunshine that doesn't burn? Batteries is an object, but the like concept that they just never die. Do I want to just say phones? Because I mean, that is technically phones and cameras. Yeah, now we're going to go to the next line. That's what I thought. Phones that never die. Feature. Is it characteristic? Characteristics is just so much longer, too. It's so many more letters. I think we're coming up on 2 hours. Wow. Wow. Did not expect that. We're going to go with features. We're going to go with features for now. That's what it is. I'm going to zoom out, let you take a look at it. Here we go. This is our game. I'm super happy with this. This is almost even better than I expected. There's still, there's still some things that I would love to tweak. Like I said, if I can get that Gilbert Baker font to work, I'm going to use that for the titles. Definitely not for the text, not for body text, but for the titles. Absolutely, we will use the Gilbert Baker font. But I like it. I'm happy with this. I'm excited. All right, I'm gonna import it. I'm gonna upload it. The link is in the description to my itch.io page. It's gestureschool.itch.io. And you will see it up there. So you can download it. It's going to be free. Pay what you want. So, if you want to kick me a couple bucks, I would absolutely love you forever. But it's going to be totally free to download as just a PDF, and then you can print it at home. You can print it in color or black and white if you want. It's going to look just fine in black and white. Fold it. If you need to know how to fold it, you can also find that video on my channel. I have a whole playlist. It's called How to Fold Paper, actually, I think it's called How to Fold Paper. And so you just need to look for the mini zine. That shows you how to fold it, where to cut, and then pass it around and play it with your friends and tell me how it goes. Uh, tell me what you want in your pride. What do we need to add? It's all about, maybe I should have a sentence in here too. It's about building it from scratch. So it's not about taking things away. It's about building from scratch. If we were to start today, what would we add? So it's all about adding the good stuff, finding that queer joy. That is 2 hours. That's official. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you back here for Sunday Zine. I think I'm going to start calling it like the Sunday Zine Club. I think that could be really cool. And I will here's a little secret just for people who made it to the end of this video. I'm going to start my own jam. I'm going to start a zine jam of my own. And we're going to call it Sunday Zine Club. So if you're getting excited about making zines, if you haven't made one at all, ever, or if you haven't made one in a really long time, then definitely check out some of my other videos. They walk you through what to do. I have a ton of templates. And like I said, I'm going to fix those templates. I'm going to add that to my list. So there's a ton of templates on Itch that you can download. And then come back next week and we're going to make another zine together. And I'm so happy that you were here with me. And I'm going to hit that stop streaming button now. All right. Bye bye.